Hi, welcome back to my channel. So, this is just a random video, and I was feeling very down and depressed right now, so I just felt like sharing my thoughts with you so that I don't feel lonely. And I just felt the need that you should also know what goes around, because what I am feeling right now, you must have felt the same at some point, or must be suffering or feeling the same right now. So yeah, and sorry for the noise, the AC is running, and please bear with me. So everyone experiences these waves of sadness and gloominess and this existential crisis. We all feel dull sometimes. We feel as if the world around us is just crumbling and you don't belong here. Sometimes you feel like you're left out, or you don't possess some qualities that are quintessential to live or to survive or to cope up with the society that we live in. So I just feel like you should know that things like these are just temporary. Life is meant to be sad and happy, just like a wave. Whenever you see water wave, the waves, they go up and then they go down, then they go up and then they go down. So the same is with our lives. Our lives are just like a wave. Sometimes we hit rock bottom, sometimes we are at the top. So it doesn't mean that if you're down, you don't need to say, or you should not expect that you will not go up. And if you're on the upper side, you just can't think that you will stay there forever, because one day you have to go down. But that is life. That is what we need to understand. That is what life is. Life is all about surviving all those ups and downs as well. So what I am feeling right now is my downside. It differs from person to person. You might have some difficult or different problems from mine, but the problem is problem, and they cause this mental stress, anxiety and depression. So the thing is that we should not give up. Talking about myself, I have seen some experiences. I have experienced something that are extremely disastrous, that have just turned my life upside down. Some tragic incidents that has changed my life for bad, not for good. And the moment when I felt that, I recall it. I still have that image fresh in my mind. When I was going through that tragic incident, I felt as if my whole world is falling apart. It's falling apart, and I will never recover from what I have lost. But I continued to live. I lived for the people who are left with me. I lived for the people who genuinely care. And I live for the people whose life will be destroyed if I do something uncanny, or if I do something wrong with myself. That is why I lived. That is why I survived, and that is why I'm here now. So if you're feeling, or if you're going through the same thing right now, some things have happened with you, some incidents that has left a very bad impact on your life, then you will recover. The scar will be there, whenever some bad things happen, whenever we are wounded, Wounds leave scars. Yes, I know that. I do have that scar. But that scar doesn't represent that you are obliged to be stuck with that grief, to be stuck with that bad moment forever in your life. You will have scar, and by time to time you will be reminded of that wrong. You will be reminded of that tragedy. But that doesn't stop you from living, I guess. Because we live for others. That's why we are humans, right? Animals kill each other every day. Animals eat each other every day. They don't cry over someone who has died. They don't have feeling. They are not heard. They don't cry when the pride leaves them. They don't cry when other fellow animal leaves them. They just move on. They find a new home. But we as a human, we have feelings, and that's what differentiates us from other living things, other living organisms. We have feeling, we have empathy, and that is why we hurt the most. But that doesn't mean that we have to be just stuck in that lagoon of sadness and gloominess and despair. Even if you're stuck at the moment, try to escape it. Put all your strength, put all your efforts into pulling out yourself. Put all your conscience, put all your energy into overcoming all that have been weighing you down. Because when you will come out, you will see that the world is so big. The world doesn't end. Time doesn't stop. Things doesn't remain the same. Things change. Time goes on. Life goes on. So I hope my thoughts were useful for you. It was just a random thing. Thank you for bearing with me. And last but not least, I will tell you again that things will change, and things will change for good. It just takes a courage to survive, to cope up, to forget, and to forgive. Thank you.